You're listening to the Online Entrepreneur Experience with Jarret Jenny and John Olson, aka Cheer.
So what's one thing that holds you back within any of your businesses? Because you have like, what, 7 now or 20?
I don't know, 7, 4. But no, to answer that question, I think one is it's always going to be self-belief. You know, you have to tell yourself you can do it. So one of my favorite quotes, I have it written on my wall at home. If you believe you can or you believe you can't, either way, you're right.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's right in the book. My secondary Bible.
Yeah, think you've already.
Yeah, you know.
And I think the thing that kind of spins off of that really well is your self-belief is you're only going to believe in yourself as much as you're good at the weakest part of your business. So that being said, if there's one area that you struggle with, if you don't give that area any attention and you just choose to ignore it and feed all the other areas that you're already good at, you're never going to grow. You're not going to build that self-belief because that thing is always in the back of your mind, your subconscious, whatever you want to call it. You're always going to be thinking about that area that you're weakest at, because that's where you're going to judge your self-belief from, is subconsciously. You're going to think of that weakest area you have. And if you never water that, it's never going to improve and you're never going to improve.
Absolutely. And that's just it. Like, I see so many people come into like our line of work, which is one of the hardest industries, but the easiest at the same time when you get out of your own way.
Yeah.
Like, you hear songs. Yellow Wolf is one. He's like, get out of your own head and start going after your dream. And it's like, that resonates with me because I did that. It's because I focused on what I was good at versus what I was not good at, because you avoid it. Put it this way, like if I was going to teach you something and you asked me the hard question, I would tippy toe around it because I'm too embarrassed to say I don't know the answer to it. Yeah. Well, if you start working on that hard spot where you're like, I don't even know, dude. So let's figure it out together.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you grow as a human being.
Oh, absolutely. So, the people that think they know everything, as soon as you think you know everything, you stop progressing, you know, because I don't care how long you've been at something, there's times that you're going to get stumped. You know, you're not going to know how to respond to the situation. And if you don't recognize that and decide to actively pursue a solution, you're never going to get through to anybody.
Yeah. And that's just it. Well, as soon as you think you know everything, that's when life starts giving you curveballs. And then all of a sudden it's like right back to square one. That's the beautiful part about growing as a human being.
But I think that's the biggest thing, the biggest hurdle people have to get over is you have to come to terms with the fact that you're not going to be good at all facets of your business. I'll give you one example. My Taekwondo business. One thing that I'm terrible about every single season, because my gym is operated through the school year. So every year at registration night, I start with this big, beautiful spreadsheet, baby. And about halfway through the year, my spreadsheet is so screwed up that I'm like, I don't know. And like a parent will ask me like, hey, did I pay you this month? And that's the most important part of the business, is getting paid. And I'll be like, oh, you know, and I'm looking around and I have to go to the bank and figure it out that way because I'm bad at, but I know I'm bad at that. And so I actually just had a meeting with my assistant and I said, when we have registration night this year, I'm bringing a separate laptop and you have to help me set up a better spreadsheet. And we're leaving that laptop at the gym. And then non-negotiable, every time we have a class, we're updating that damn spreadsheet. But I recognize that I was bad at that.
Yeah.
You have to.
Well, that's huge. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, you need to work on that for sure.
Yeah, that's the money making part.
Is the most important thing. I mean, helping people is obviously the most important, but you need to get paid for what you do. How many times have you helped somebody and never been paid?
More than I can count.
Yeah, I think everybody has in their life. They go out, do something, but they don't think their self-worth is actually worth anything. You know what I'm saying? So like, you go out, change a tire for somebody, you go out and do something for somebody, even if it's a complete stranger, but you are a sucker to ask if for money, if you do ask for money.
Mhm.
Well, there's nothing in life that is free, you know. All right, I'll use a example. All right, my car breaks down, I bring it to you. You put new tires on it, new ball joints, new transmission. Might as well do the motor too. Put a turbo on that, boost it a little bit, put it on the dyno. There you go, buddy. All right. What do I owe you? Nothing. No, that's never gonna happen. Ever. So why do we sell ourselves short every day? Like, I went out actually today, and this is a true story. Went out to my buddy's house. He's been working for a company since he was 16. I'll say 16 because it's legal. And he's a year older than me. Well, his back is completely shot. He was on his couch. I had to go out to his house to help him get up off the couch and use the facilities. And I'm like, you're 38. Well, he's planning on going to work tomorrow because he doesn't want to let his boss down. And I'm like, you can't live this way anymore, man. And I straight up told him, I was like, this is what you need to do. I set him up with a website. I set him up with a computer. I set him up with everything. You know what he said? I can't do that because I don't know how to do it. I said, did you come out of the diaper just knowing how to run a skid steer, running a chainsaw, running all this equipment, laying down block? Did you come out of the diaper doing that? And he said, no. He's like, I learned it through doing it. So what's the difference between what I'm teaching you right now that could potentially, if you stick with it, make you millions of dollars from your comfort of your own home, and your back isn't gonna let you down anymore?
Well, it just comes back to full circle to what we started talking about on this. No, but this all comes full circle back to what we started talking about. And you sell yourself short the moment that your self-worth and what you think inside you're capable of doesn't match up with the compensation that you should get. So that goes right back to going to that one area in your life or your business that you don't feel that comfortable about, and start getting comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's where you're going to get some traction. That's where you're going to find greatness. I mean, that's all there is to it. And I think we killed this thing.
Heck yeah, man. Jarret Jenny, aka SWI. Cheers, baby. I'm John Olson, aka Cheers, baby. Peace.
All right, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning into the Online Entrepreneur Experience. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes that we're releasing and any of these amazing pieces of value that we're giving out. And if you could take the time out of your day and leave us a review, we would be so grateful. We look forward to seeing you on that next episode.